Hello, my friends. Reading comics, Moon. Agent Primus, what is up? How's it going? How's everybody doing? This fine Friday afternoon. I forgot what day it was for a second. Ha ha. How is everybody doing today? Been playing God of War Valhalla. Nice. I still need to play God of War Valhalla. I've already seen a bunch of stuff for it, but I haven't played it myself yet. It looks so good. An argument for quite a few sitcoms to change your mind? Probably not, because the only reason why I have the opinion about Community that I do is because I don't like a lot of the better picks for sitcoms. The only sitcom that I would most of the time, 9 times out of 10. Oh, hang on. Mic's quiet. Is my mic quiet or is my music loud? What if I do that? Music is also quiet. Are you sure the volume on whatever you're watching this on isn't quiet? Is my stuff too quiet, you guys? You got 80% volume? Oh, weird. For me it isn't. Well, Bloodless, I'm gonna try and see what I can do, but it's sounding like it might be an issue, not an ish me. Maybe I'm just getting old. Get your ears checked, Bloodless. Get your ears checked. You're using my line. It's in my vernacular. I feel like I say it more than you now. And I'm gonna swear to that. You're going deaf, my guy. This time I've actually just got water instead of tea or juice or something. I thought, maybe I should actually try to be hydrated like a normal person. It's Bloodless's line, but I feel like at this point I use it more than him. I heard him say it first. Flash, what's up? No, Moon, I got it from Bloodless. He was the one that... I thought you were there when he first started saying that. Because he said it a few times, in a few different, meetups, I think. I started from you first. Oh, that's interesting. Are you guys ready to witness and or argue with my takes on Spider-Man suits? You guys got a taste of some of them whenever we did the MCU tier list. Now I'm gonna do the Spidey suits thing. Have you seen the stuff in Valhalla? What stuff? The end stuff? The spoilery stuff at the end? I have seen that. That was cool. That made me happy. Text about podcasts. We should... Oh, yeah. Doing, an extensive, podcast about just suits in general. Well, this one's gonna be a me thing, but I think we could actually do, what you said, an extensive, suits in general podcast, where we can just do that, and plus, it'll be better to delegate. This is just my, list thing, and then we can, branch off of this for a podcast episode. Another one later. Yeah, for sure. I'm still holding to my, every Friday I'm going to stream. So, if we want to do it on one of those Fridays, I can. Or if we want to do it on a Saturday, I can do that. It's coming sometime this month. The old stuff, I mean. What old stuff? I don't know what I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, yes. I was like, what are you talking about? Yes. I was like, what do you mean old stuff? I thought I was talking about old stuff, but I thought you were like correcting me, like, no, the old stuff. I was like, there was old stuff? I thought it was like new stuff about the old stuff. I bought the Yamaguchi Flash figure. Oh, sick! Yes! That was probably like the best. That was like that was one of the best like Flash action figures I've ever seen. Glad you like my spider song. Yeah, dude. You're just killing it. You're just like, your fan art is awesome, man. Your fan art is so cool. Fan game I want to test, could be potential stream for another day. A fan game? Yeah, I'm down. I also was thinking we could all start getting into Sonic fan games. Because I was talking with a coworker, my buddy, yesterday. Because the store was like dead my entire shift yesterday. So we were just talking about everything, and we just had like a thorough conversation about Sonic fan games. Oh, fun game. Man, I'm dyslexic. Leave me be. I'm so stupid. Is my fidget spinner? You can see my fidget spinner and Andrew. Right there. There's Andrew. And there's my fidget spinner right behind him. Guys, check out my werewolf action figure. Won't call you on reading anymore. No, I always make fun of my dyslexia, actually. Because it's entertaining. It's entertaining when I read things and my brain doesn't want me to actually read them properly. Can he play piano? Can this Andrew Garfield? Yeah, he does play piano, yeah. Alright. We should get started on this list. Sucks that Andrew Garfield is no longer playing Frankenstein's monster. Right? You know what I've found so, like, weird? Is that, like, I feel like Andrew can't do things like that because, like, maybe he had just another conflict or just some kind of conflict that had nothing to do with... But I immediately, when I saw the post about him not doing Frankenstein, the comments were flooded with people talking about Spider-Man. Like, oh, he can't because he's busy with Spider-Man. It's like, well, I also thought of another thing, and this is something that, like, made me laugh. And I'm gonna, hang on. I might bring up examples. Nah, it'll be weird if I bring up examples of this. But, like, if you think about, like, Tobey Maguire, and this is gonna be such a tangent. That's, like, such a random, like, a completely irrelevant conversation. But, anytime we see Tobey Maguire, for the most part, since, like, 2002, for the most part, he has looked the same. He usually has, like, a little bit of a beard, but for the most part, Tobey Maguire usually looks the same every time we see him. He gets a little older, he might have some facial hair, blah, 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 blah. Tom and Andrew sometimes have, like, very drastic changes to their looks. Tom will grow his hair out a lot. Andrew will have, like, a big, like, he'll grow a beard, right? And what happens is, like, Tobey, we just kind of see him out and about, and it's like, well, it's whatever. It's Tobey. Hey, Tobey. If he looks at the camera, we do the da-da-da-da-da thing and whatever. If it's Andrew and he's had his beard out for a while, and we catch him after he shaves, like we catch him somewhere he's shaved, or if it's Tom and he's had his hair grown out, and we catch him somewhere and his hair's all tidied up, everybody's like, what you doing? Why you looking so sharp there, buddy? Is it like somebody took a picture of him, of Andrew, when he just recently was shaved? There was like paparazzis like paparazzi pictures of him, and the comments were just flooded with "He's shaved for Spider-Man. He's shaved for Spider-Man." I'm like, can this guy not just want to shave? Can he not just have some? Can he not just want to like clean himself up a little bit? And then Tom, he has his hair all grown out for like for other projects, and if he doesn't like it like that and he cuts it, he got his hair cut for Spider-Man. He's doing Spider-Man 4, which is more likely, but like, damn, can these guys not like live their lives? Oh my god. We've had a lot, that is true, we've had a lot of like variations of Andrew Garfield specifically. Like he's had buzz cuts, he's had beards, he's had super crazy long hair, he's had, dude's been everything. Thanks to Japanese Spider-Man, it led to the creation of Super Sentai and Power Rangers. Yes, yes! That was Toei's kind of start into things, really, was Japanese Spider-Man, which is really cool. We've been talking for so long. And by so long, I mean 13 minutes. I feel like I need to get into the thing that I was actually gonna do. The thing that I was actually gonna do. Oh geez. Oh geez, Louise. Oh geez, Rick.
Fun begins.
This is where the fun begins. I'm gonna go here. Here. Yeah, that works. I think this is reasonable. I think this is a reasonable thing I just did. This is such a weird spot to put a camera for a stream, but whatever. Okay. So this is going to be a tier list for all of the live-action Spider-Man movie costumes. Obviously, for the purposes of this stream, I'm not going to be including... Supersonic Saint, what's up? How's it going? A test of our friendship? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because I have some opinions on things, and y'all will not like some of these opinions. But that's why we have opinions. And if you guys have a different opinion, you guys are allowed to include them. I agree, Redink Comics. Red ink. I keep saying Redink. Red ink. I just realized that's what it is. Red ink. Is that not what it is? Confirm or deny. It's red ink, not redink. I apologize. Is it red ink or is it redink? No, our opinion is only one that matters. Wah! Be good. One time locked in. This time, glad I could make this. Nice, nice. Woo! I already know you put an S tier. Look, you guys know me already. You know me too well. You know what I'm putting in S tier, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that around maybe number 5. Maybe number 5. We'll see. I have more than one S tier costume in here, though. I have more than one S tier. It's not just that one. If you don't put a specific suit in lowest tier, there is actually 2 suits that, no, 3 suits that I would put, there's F, right? No, it just goes down to D? There should be an F. I wish there was an F. Can I make an F? I believe the Jolly One himself, Jonah Jameson, coined this phrase. Crap. Mega crap. Give you $50 for all of them. That's what that row is gonna be for. And there are 3 costumes that are gonna go there. And I think you guys will know these costumes. And I feel like a lot of you will agree with this whenever I do that. That one release, at least I'm cooperative in that. You can make an F. Yeah. So right now, all right. Let's get her done. Let's start with the OG. We're gonna start with, but I'm getting some lag. Let me know if there's any. Everybody in like watching. Let me know if there's any lag or anything. Maybe I need to turn off some stuff or change something. I don't appear to be getting any dropped frames at the moment. It's good. Word. Yeah, there's some garbage suits. There's one absolute doo-doo, one poopy doo-doo fart suit. That's what I call it. A little piece of garbage suit. It's clearing up now. It's just me. All right. Word. Okay, so we're gonna start with the OG. We're gonna start with. See, this isn't even the original, and this is what makes me mad. Okay, because we have the Raimi suit. It's the Spider-Man 2 / kind of Spider-Man 3 suit. Okay, but that's not the original suit. The Spider-Man 1 suit is drastically different, and this is why this stream is gonna take long, because I will diverge and talk about this. Okay? I will diverge and talk about this. The Raimi suit was drastically different. Not drastically. It's only different if you're someone who's absolutely insane like me. It was different in Spider-Man 1 than it was in Spider-Man 2. Forgot about exactly. So the so much different. The first, it's not so much different. To me, it's so much different. The first thing is the spider. The front spider is a lot smaller and a lot more wiry, which I kind of prefer for like a normal baseline suit, right? I actually really like Spider-Man 1. Same. That's my favorite version of the Raimi suit, is Spider-Man 1. That's my favorite version. It doesn't show on here, but another difference is if they show the back spider. Because the back spider on the original one... Oh, okay. So this is kind of weird because it's a Web of Shadows thing. But like the... But the back spider is a lot like thicker, and it kind of points inward as opposed to pointing up and down, or pointing... It's not as wiry as the not newer, but the later one was. The colors were a little bit bolder. I won't say darker necessarily, but they were a little bit bolder. And the eyes were slightly bigger and less, like, narrow. And all of these things just made for a costume that I just personally like a heck of a lot more. Look at that! Ah! At not the comic shop that I work at, but a different comic shop in, like, another mall, there... I'm gonna say is, because I'm gonna say was, because I don't know if it's still there. But they have a Raimi suit mannequin like model thing. It's like life size, just propped up, and he's like whipping whatever. And it's the 2002 one. If I had disposable income, I would have it right there. It would be right there, and I would wake up and be terrified of it every morning. But that would be okay. Spider-Man 1, easy. I would put this suit, I would put S tier. This suit, I would put S tier. But it's not here. But the OG, I'm going to go ahead and put A tier. Because it has everything great. It has everything great that you need in a Spider-Man suit. But not to the level of the original one, in my opinion. At the gym, I'm going to be lurking if you need me. Word. Look at how nice that suit just... Exactly. No CGI or nothing. It's so clean. It's so clean. But Raimi suit, A tier. It's a beautiful freaking suit. It's just... It's my own opinion that it's slightly inferior to the original one. The Human Spider. The first... Technically, the first Spider-Man suit. It kind of nails everything you want in the kind of wrestler era kind of Spider-Man. It's difficult because it's so nostalgic and iconic. I want to put it in S tier, but I wonder because I don't know if this is a hot take, but this is the second best starter suit in my opinion. Of all the movie suits, it's the second best starter suit. It's, I want to put it high B. I want to put it high B. Maybe low A. I don't want to just start with two things in A though, because I don't want to be a predictable. But I'm gonna put high B. It is the first Lego Spider-Man, indeed. Look how he's standing too. He even looks like a Lego. Like, see, it's pretty good wrestler fit, but I would want a little bit more spider gimmick base. Right, like it's not as like all the iconic value is from the nostalgia. It's from it being like in the first movie. This is the first time we see Spider-Man in action, in live action since the 70s. So like this was a big deal. I'm pointing this way, but this. Yeah, he was like, my name is the Human Spider. He got my name wrong. I would say high B. High B. Now it's pretty much canceled. Yeah, we got something about... We were supposed to get El Muerto today? I thought something literally just came out about El Muerto. But maybe it was just somebody like posting when they announced El Muerto, but yeah, that thing ain't happening. That was like, there's like a threshold for too far with Sony's like with their Spider-Verse, like their adjacent Spider-Verse they're doing. This is, oh god, it's not the threshold for how far out they can get, I think, was El Muerto, and I think they might have realized that. I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime! I wish I had a sound that was that. I know I have the human spider sound. You seen the leaked images from Madam Web? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Is it bad that I'm kind of excited for that movie just because I love Madam Web?
My name's the Human Spider.
Hey.
No, he got my name wrong.
No, he got my name wrong. No, but is it bad that I don't expect anything from that movie? Like, I feel like it'll be like a decent, like, superhero, like, turn off your brain superhero movie. But I'm not like, oh, this is gonna be terrible. My Randy Savage voice impression. Hype for Kane. I mean, Ezekiel. I feel like they're going more that route. Probably 6 out of 10 from Madam Web. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's just going to be a turn off your brain. It's just going to be some action, some interesting Spider-Verse-y lore. I feel like I almost said Disney. Sony's going to try and like connect it to the greater Spider-Verse probably. Who knows? Who knows? At this point, I'm just like, dude, Sony, make whatever you want. I'm just waiting on you to tell me who the hell where's Spider-Man? As much as that feels stupid, like, it feels stupid and kind of childish to say, but, like, we're, like, always adjacent to Spider-Man. It's like, okay, where's Spider-Man? He looks too much like Kane, 90s Kane. For real. For real. Live action universe. What is even going on? I don't even know. I feel like they're throwing it together. If there's a plan, I don't know. It feels very much... I feel mean saying things like this. It doesn't feel like Amy Pascal is in charge of what's going on with that. And I'm going to leave it at that. There's probably another individual making the calls on these. I do not think it was Amy Pascal. Anytime there's a good idea lately, there's a 9 out of 10 chance that Amy Pascal was the one that made the call. When a bad decision was made, it's usually another person whose name we know at Sony. That's all I'm going to say. We need that cancel Spider-Verse game. Oh, hell yeah. Especially if it was multiplayer. I don't know if it was multiplayer or not. I need to move on. Christ, you guys. Spider-Man 3. Y'all are gonna be so mad because the concept of the Spider-Man 3 black suit is just beautiful, top tier, 100% of the time, fantastic. I'm gonna put it low B. And I'm gonna tell you why. Low B or high C. I think I'm gonna say low B because it is still iconic. Story-wise, it is iconic. Blood of the we're not gonna name names. We're not gonna name Avi Arad's name. Shh. We're not gonna name Avi Arad's name. Shh. But here's my reason, okay? Low B for the Spider-Man 3 black suit. I didn't name, I coughed, I'm sick. Suit did a little more. Exactly. It felt very tame. It felt like they were playing it too safe because it's literally just red and blue suit in a different font. It's just like literally the spider is just a different font of the normal spider. And then they just wash it out to be black. And it's like, dude, like the concept stuff they had, there was like a test suit that was like, they were cooking. Let me see if I can find it. Spider-Man. You guys are going to see all the mods that I had. And 3 black suit concepts. There we go. Like they were cooking a little bit. Like this kind of shine thing. Hang on, let's see. Hopefully the image actually... Yeah, it shows up well. Like, look at this. They were cooking. They had like a kind of... They had a more Venom-like front spider. It was going to be the all-black thing. Like, it was kind of shiny. Like, they were cooking. And whatever this other front spider was, that also would have been pretty good. But they just kind of went with... They played it safe, and it looks good, but it's like... They played it too safe, in my opinion. I feel like they should have gone a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? The Venom concepts were insane, too, man. More comic accurate black suit. Right. Are they abandoned the test suit because it looked like maybe, I don't know. Man, I don't know. Maybe that's something that maybe if it wouldn't have translated well like just on screen. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Nobody's gonna argue with this. Crap. Mega crap. Give you $50 for all of it. I bet you that costs like 50 cents. Either might happen. Absolute doo-doo fart garbage. I hate Andrew's test, like his starter suit. It's so dumb. And I get that it was supposed to be like grounded. It's grounded. I get it. That's why I like The Amazing Spider-Man 1. That's like, I understand that Spider-Man 2, I think critically is like the better put together of all the live action Spider-Man movies. Like, No Way Home obviously is the fan favorite because like we all were happy with that. Nobody has any complaints about No Way Home. But Spider-Man 2 is like critically like, that one's the better made film, I think. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 is my favorite live action Spider-Man film. But this suit was garbage. This was the dumbest idea. It's just nothing. The Amazing Spider-Man. Like, I get within the world it makes sense, but it's just so dumb. It's just a red mask with it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Which is so wild. Why is it in this order? It's order. This is where I'm going to start to diverge with people. This is where people will start to get mad at me, okay? Because I'm not going to go in the order. This isn't even in the right order with these two here. So I'm going to start with the one that came out first. This is where I'm going to start to diverge. I'm going to put this in A tier. I'm going to put it in A tier. The TASM 1 suit is underrated as hell. I love that suit. It ain't my favorite suit. It's not my favorite suit. You guys know what my favorite suit is. But the TASM 1 suit, very underrated. Very good costume. It's so good. My only thing is, and you know what's wild? You know what's wild is that, hang on. We had the peak version of that suit. We had the peak version of that suit. If they actually showed the thing in the images instead of every other suit. We had the peak version. That's wrong. The one problem that I had with the costume was that I don't like when they disconnect the belt line. It's like a pet peeve of mine. But this was the peak version of that suit, except for the yellow eyes. I don't like when they show the yellow eyes. But that's another thing that people always bring up. The yellow eyes were so stupid. Dude, watch the movie. The eyes are rarely ever yellow unless he's somewhere where there's a lot of, like, yellow and browns reflecting off the mask. It's usually just sunglass material. Like, look at that. It's just reflective material. It's just they kept showing, like, the promo images. Like, let me see if I can find it. Fingers work. Promo. This is severely underrated. Like, my biggest gripe is the promo imagery. Like, when this promo stuff came out, heat. But my thing is, it's always yellow. And in the movie, it's not yellow. It's like this. It's like this. It's just kind of like a material. It's like a sunglass kind of material. Like, it's heat. And like sometimes you get modders. I think this is Agrofro's model, which is just heat. It's just heat. But usually it's just reflective material. And it's good. It's very, very good. So A tier. Absolute A tier. Next up, you already know what it is. S tier. S tier. This is the greatest live action Spider-Man costume we have ever gotten. It's great. And it's because it's done practically, first of all. That is a physical image. I think that actually is CGI. That shot is CGI, for sure. But we have seen so many practical shot, it's oh my god. It's a beautifully made suit that actually exists. It nails all of the little things that we want in a Spider-Man suit. It does. The big lenses is such a great idea for live action Spider-Man. It's such a good look. The suit is perfectly designed for Andrew's body type. I would know because I have a similar body type, and those are the suits that look the best on me are the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suits, because the belt line sits a little lower, so it works for longer builds, and it this is probably the best a suit has complemented the actor playing the suit. As much as I love Tobey's costumes and Tom's costumes, Andrew's costumes fit him so much better because they're designed. I think it's just because he had a unique body type. So like the costume designers were like, okay, well, let's accentuate the fact that he's like kind of a lanky kind of Spider-Man. And so they designed a suit that perfectly like fits him and looks good. And Nero, right on the money. The face shell is top tier. It's top tier. I think Spider-Man just looks best when he kind of has kind of an almost alien like round shaped head. And that's what we got with this. Top tier suit. Absolutely perfect in every way. I don't gotta explain much more. Sony was absolutely cooking. Right here, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you right in between there. This is the best starter suit we've gotten in Spider-Man Homecoming, and technically in Captain America Civil War. Dude, this is my favorite starter suit. This is my favorite starter suit because I can 100% imagine Peter making this thrown together janky suit that still maintains the image. It still maintains the Spider-Man-ness of it. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love the first Raimi suit, you know, it's just like a wrestler suit. He doesn't have the idea or whatever. It's not, but it doesn't have that icon value. You know what I'm saying? This one has that. This one has that, and it's practical. It makes sense why he would do the things he does with that suit. It also it's not too practical, like this piece of garbage. Okay? It's like it walks that line of practicality but icon value at the same time. And that's why it's my favorite starter suit. That's why it's A tier, just behind the Raimi suit, the second Raimi suit. If the first one was there, it would be S tier, right up with the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit. Based off of wingsuits, it's done really well, right? This is tricky for me. I'm trying to... What I've been doing, this is part of my New Year's resolution thing, is that I'm trying to be more unapologetic about things. So I'm gonna say it. Say it, broom. Say it, broom. Do it, broom. Homecoming is better than the Raimi suit. Not better than the Raimi movies. But I like the Homecoming suit better than the first Raimi suit. Or better than the second Raimi suit. Again, the first Raimi suit is above everything besides TASM 2. I like the Spider-Man Homecoming suit. The Stark suit. Whatever we think about the story elements of it. The Stark suit is better than the second Raimi suit. It has that Romita flair to it still, right? But there's kind of a practicality in the impracticality. It's made by Stark. That's why it's so awesome. You know? It's just, it looks good and modernized, but still classic. You know what I'm saying? And if they had that concept suit that Tom was actually in, that practical suit that was in the behind the scenes for Civil War, that would also probably make S tier. I feel like I keep diverging to like just put stuff on screen. I don't know how to type today, you guys. This was heat. This, honestly, like, they kind of fumbled the bag when they didn't go with this costume. You wish the black and red suit, black and red, Far From Home. Can't see this! The suit has a blue symbol in the back. No, I don't think so. I like the white. We'll get to that suit in a bit. I wish they would have went with the practical suit first. Agreed. This here, they fumbled the bag when they said no to this. This would have been absolutely fantastic if they had gone with this costume. Like, it looks awesome. Tom looks great in it. It's just a beautiful freaking suit. But, you know, they decided not to go with that. But they still gave us a dope suit. They still gave us a dope suit. Look at this thing, man. It's got that nice Raimi flair. Little bit too much with the CGI. Like, it looks very glossed over. It looks very painted on. Of course, it's supposed to be the story element of that is that it's Stark tech. It's kind of like vacuum sealed to Peter or whatever. That does kind of take it out. That's why it doesn't really break A tier. It doesn't break out of A tier is what I'm saying. But imagery-wise, it's still a fantastic suit. Ghostly Toasties, thank you for following. Welcome. This is... I still think the black was kind of unnecessary. Hey, I understand that. I think it's just a matter of, like, because there's an added flair to it that I think, you know, you want to make a new suit, you want to try and do new things or whatever. Like I'm doing new things. I made the red spider blue. What's up, webheads? How's it going, man? Welcome. We're just ranking Spider-Man costumes right now. I love the exposed web shooters on it. That's another thing that I found really cool and refreshing. With the Amazing Spider-Man, we kind of got introduced to the web shooters being very openly visible. We were used to either the Raimi movies where there is no web shooter, it's just him. The practical suit had a better logo. Oh yeah, because it was Romita. It was Romita's logo. Like, look at it. Hang on, let me go back to it. That's not what I meant to do. So there it is. And then just I mean, just look at that. I can't zoom in on it, but I feel like you guys can see it a bit. But that's just Romita. That's why it looks so good. That's honestly one of my favorite versions of the Spider-Man logo. I don't like raised webbing on the proto suit. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I'm like hit or miss with it. Like sometimes I like when it's kind of flush with the suit. Sometimes I like raised webbing. I'll tell you this, I don't like when I'm wearing raised webbing on a costume because I'm always worried about destroying the suit. So I usually like this, for example. I like wearing this type of material out and about just because I don't have to worry about the suit getting damaged just by me bending wrong or doing a pose or stretching wrong and breaking it. You read the new Ultimate Spider-Man comic came out yesterday? Yes. Oh, let me show you guys. Hang on. Let me show you guys. Oh, I just shook the damn table. Here we go. I'll show you this one. So I got this variant cover. Whoop. Don't look at where I work. Well, maybe. I don't know. But they're my kids. I very much. It's really good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it is so good. It is so good. It's definitely a first issue, so you're not gonna hit the ground running on too much stuff. But it's a great book. All right, back to my list. I already talked about what I like about the suit. It's got that same Spider-Man flair, very Romita, and Romita's one of my favorite artists to ever draw Spider-Man. And it's got that modernization on top of that. Whoo! Ha! I told you guys there were 3 suits that go in this category. Crap, mega crap. I'll give you $50 for all of them. This suit makes me so angry for so many reasons. It's for 3 reasons. 1, the comic book suit is significantly better. It's superior in every single way. It's the best version of that suit. It's not it's no contest. The original Iron Spider design is so much better. And it makes me mad because that was among the concept art that they drew up. And yet they still decided to go with this thing. This is your list. I'm fine with that. But for me personally, crap. For 1, because they could have gone with a significantly better option. 2, it is so aggressively overused in the MCU. It was so aggressively... The Iron Spider suit was something that Peter barely wanted in the comic. And I don't want to be one of those guys it has to be exactly like the comic, whatever. But just because of how, it's so aggressively overused. in a way that doesn't make sense. In Far From Home, it makes sense because you feel like it's kind of like, you feel like Peter's kind of holding on to the memory of. But in Far From Home, you get a feeling that he's kind of like holding on to the memory of Tony Stark. And that's why he's still wearing the Iron Spider suit, which that makes sense, I guess. Sort of. Even though his regular suit was the first one that Stark gave him. But whatever. I just needed a break there. I feel you. The suit feels way too busy. And there's just, it's like the gold and the navy blue and the kind of maroon burgundy kind of thing, and it's just, there's too much going on. And then my problem with it, and this is kind of a very personal issue that I have just with the MCU as a whole, is that it's just an excuse for more VFX. It's just an excuse to put more stuff on the VFX artist plates. Because the suit is never done practically. You never act, there's no, if you go look behind the scenes, that suit doesn't exist. To the point where even in interviews, Tom's like there was an interview where Tom was literally like, I don't really know what my arm's doing because that's not really there, it's not me. That gets on my nerves. Especially when you have an actor like Tom Holland who nails the physicality of Spider-Man. The dude, we've seen him post things. He puts his body through hell before every single movie. He's in the gym. He auditioned doing backflips and stuff. And you have this man, he did the dehydration thing. If you don't know what that is, it's when you kind of you don't drink water, or you drink a ton of water and then you don't drink water for a while. And then you sit in a saltwater bath with like some wine, and it dehydrates your body to make you look more cut. He did that. It's not a good thing to do to yourself. It's not smart. Hugh Jackman did it for X-Men Origins. But it's he's putting his body through hell to be the best Spider-Man he can be. And physically, I feel like, as much as Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man, Tom Holland nails the physicality of Peter Parker, and yet they're constantly glossing over him with CGI. Especially when this suit is on screen. That doesn't even look like Tom Holland in that shot there. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, especially when you have trailer footage where he's at the Feast Center with May and he's doing the thumbs up thing and everything, and he's in the Homecoming suit, and you can tell at the very least that part was practical. Or at the very least it was practical and then they glossed over it. And then we go to the actual movie, and you can tell it was a last minute decision. They swapped it out because not only is he now in the Iron Spider suit, but it's rendered significantly worse than whatever they did with the Homecoming suit. The proportions are just slightly off. The way he's moving his arms is slightly off. It just is so off-putting and weird. Have you seen the Wolverine mask? I have. And I love it. I can't wait to actually see it. I think the trailer's supposed to come out Super Bowl. I think it's supposed to come out Super Bowl Sunday. We're going to get an actual trailer for Deadpool. I cannot wait because I feel like we're going to actually see the Wolverine mask. They leaked the mask. Yeah, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but I've seen what might be the mask, the Wolverine mask. And it looks good. And I can't wait to see Wolverine, man. That's going to be so dope. Night Monkey. Oh my god. The stealth suit, the shield suit, the shield stealth suit, this thing. This only exists to sell toys. Can we all agree that this was an Avi decision? Okay, this costume was an Avi decision, right? We can agree on that, right? It's Garbo. I don't think it's complete. I don't think it's crap, mega crap. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it in D. No, I'm gonna put it C because it's unique. But it's low C. It could be D. But the fact of the matter is, like, what makes me so mad about it is that there's no justification for the suit existing outside of to sell toys. That's it. It's to sell toys. Which is kind of a weird thing with Marvel. They're trying to, like, I think they're starting to realize, oh, people don't like this. Because, like, Daredevil's suit is very simple looking in Echo. Like, Kate Bishop's suit, very simple looking. Like, she just looks straight up like the comics. They're not going too overboard. I think the last horrible decision with costuming was Thor: Love and Thunder. And I feel like everything leading up to that was just Marvel being like, how do we make the most colorful array of toys we can possibly come up with? Because there's no justification for these suits. And I think this was, it's not a colorful suit, obviously, but I feel like the Night Monkey suit was, it literally was just made to sell a toy. So it's gonna go low C for me. Let me explain. This is the best unique take on a Spider-Man suit in live action, in my opinion. I love the Far From Home suit. It is my favorite MCU. It is my favorite MCU suit. It is the best MCU suit. It is the best Spider-Man has looked in the MCU. Is in the red and black Far From Home suit. It is peak. It is absolute peak. I love the creation. Yes, and that is the big kicker too. The fact that Peter made it, and it was his, like, I'm gonna take on Mysterio. I'm gonna do it my way. I got this. And he did this. It doesn't have all the crazy bells and whistles that the Homecoming suit had, but it has that Parker flair that it needs. It has everything that he needs in there. Hi, Brina. Welcome. Oh, I love every time Brina comes in and we all just collapse around her. Like, Brina, hi! Brina, what do you think of my list so far? I made it especially for you. No one's killed each other yet. The concept symbiote suit is peak. Oh my god, it's so peak. Hang on, wait. We have to look at the concept. I don't know why I search things the way I do. We still got it, though. Dude. If we get this after Secret Wars... If we get this after Secret Wars... I think you forgot about D. No, there's something for D, I think. I have something that's gonna go in slot D, trust me. But this... Dude, if we get this after Secret Wars, that's gonna be sick. That's gonna be so good. Like, this is like... This potentially could be like the best symbiote suit. I don't know about the best. Maybe. I think so. But anyways, we're on a mission, you guys. We're on a mission right now. We got 3 left. I told you there was 3. Crap, mega crap. How do I put these in order of most annoying? Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. This is the least annoying of these 3. This one gets on my nerves because it's so unoriginal. This is the stupidest freaking thing. This is the stupidest idea. It is exclusively, I just said the Night Monkey suit was exclusively to sell toys. Okay? What a trailer, exactly. What a trailer fake out suit. Like, I told you, and I theorized, right? Definitely mega crap, right? I theorized that the stealth suit was just to sell toys because it didn't make any sense for it to. It didn't make sense for it to be so prominent in the story, right? But there was a slight story element in that Peter didn't want to be like out as Spider-Man, whatever. It's stupid, but sure, why not? This suit, I'm pretty sure we can guarantee it only exists so they can make an extra toy. Guarantee, because they literally just, and everybody and their mother, even I said, that kind of looks like the Far From Home suit if it was inside out. But I didn't think that they would actually be crazy enough, completely just bonkers enough, to actually write in the story that Peter gets paint on his suit and flips it inside out, and that's the new suit. Why couldn't he have cleaned it? Exactly. Why couldn't he? It's paint. What the heck kind of paint were they throwing at him? You're literally buying a toy variant of his red. Exactly. You're buying a toy variant of the red and black suit. It is the dumbest marketing cop-out thing I have ever seen. And that's an Avi decision. That was an Avi decision. Getting all three Spider-Men in the movie, that was a Pascal decision. That was Amy Pascal. We love Amy Pascal. If you don't know, anytime we like something in Spider-Man movies, Amy Pascal probably had something to do with it. If there's like a big thing going on, if there's a Spider-Verse-y thing, if there's a character thing, whatever, usually Amy Pascal was the one that did it. She's the one that was like calling Andrew and Toby, like, hey, you want to come do this thing with me and Kevin Feige? We're doing Spider-Man. She was the one making those calls and bringing everybody together. We love Amy Pascal. I feel mean saying the name of the person we don't like, but there is somebody who pressured Sam Raimi into putting Venom into his next Spider-Man movie after Spider-Man 2. Yeah. Yeah. There is someone who made The Amazing Spider-Man 2 all about setting up a little Spider-Man universe and completely overcrowded the entire story, making it completely not unwatchable, but unstable and not a very good movie because of a corporate decision there by a certain person. A horror movie Venom would have been peak. Yeah. This person could potentially ruin the Zelda movie. This person kind of made Venom too mid. It's just a heist film with lower tier Spider-Man villains. Ooh, that would be kind of I think that would be interesting. I want the Zelda movie to be good so bad. Dude, same, honey. But this particular individual will make any decision. I think the reason why I'm not as concerned is because Zelda as an IP is kind of set up for him to get the things he wants out of it. He wants merchandising sales, toy sales, and a possibility for like a franchise. You get all of that with Zelda, just built in. So he doesn't need to do anything ridiculous. Now, then again, you should be able to get that with Spider-Man 2 or The Amazing Spider-Man 1. You should just have that baseline. You shouldn't have to shoehorn that into anything. But this particular individual does not seem to understand the creative process of the directors he hired. That's all I will say on that matter. Because I'm going to get heated and be very mad at this individual. Because there's a reason why we've gone through 3 Spider-Men, whatever. Big wheel versus the wall. This is the wall. This is one wall the wheel can't get through. What happens if an unstoppable force is hit by an immovable, or hits an immovable object? Okay, the integrated suit. This one I feel like is very polarizing for a lot of people. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. I gotta be honest, you guys. This is the suit that goes very high D tier for me. It's just. Supersonic! Are you heading out? Well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you make it to more soon. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Way home suit is S or high A for me. Hey, I understand. For me, it's just actually there. There is no D tier. There is no D tier. But the reason why I don't have it very high is just because the gold is weird for me. I don't know why. The gold is just weird for me. What if they gave the gold parts from the suit to the Iron Spider suit? That would have been kind of cool if it had turned into like an Iron Spider suit as a result of it. What's so weird though is that if you like take, like, you kind of have the basis of a solid Iron Spider suit from this suit, but as it is, it's just kind of it's not. I don't know. It could be that I'm oversaturated on MCU Spider-Man suits. I just don't like the gold. It feels wrong. Right. It just feels weird. It just feels weird. It almost feels like because there's so much footage of Tom in the final battle and in other like you know, in other later parts of the movie wearing his Far From Home suit it makes me think that this was another toy decision. It was a last minute decision to edit on the gold parts so that they could make another toy. And that's kind of annoying because at this point, No Way Home features the baseline Spider-Man suit, the mainline Spider-Man suit, which is the Far From Home suit, technically. That's like the main suit for him in that movie. The Iron Spider suit, because for some reason, he's just in it all the time. For whatever reason. He's like, I got a nanotech suit, I guess I'll wear it all the time. Whatever. It's easy, it's convenient, so I guess that makes sense. You have the Far From Home suit inside out. You have the Far From Home suit with pieces of the Iron Spider suit on it. And then you have two other Spider-Men. And I'm just like, how do you get 7? It's like 7 different variants of Spider-Man that you can make into a toy in one movie. It's just like, it's efficient, I guess. It's efficient. Great business move. Why did Peter need to go through exactly so many costume changes? You know what I'm saying? And it's all to sell toys. It's to sell toys. It's just like, because that's why, and it's not a new thing. Back in the animated series, that's why that's why they put so many characters in it. One, it worked out. Like, we got a great like list of characters in Spider-Man the animated series. But they even admit, the creators admit, that was all to sell toys. It's all to just make a gag glass on toys. And this is no different. They managed to cram 7 different possible toys. I'm one of the suckers that got one of them. 7 of these things into one movie, and that's just ooey. And finally, we have this final entry, the final swing suit. What we are to believe is the official suit of the MCU's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. A lot of people say this is the best suit. A lot of people say it's a very, very great suit. A lot of people say it's at the very least the best MCU suit. I am going to put it here. It's an A tier, and it's not at the bottom of A. It's kind of tied with the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit for me. It's very good. The concept art. Let me pull up the concept art for it. We talked about this earlier. Because the concept looks really good. Let's get a look at this here. Oh, here, this is the best, probably the best look at this suit we're ever going to get until it actually shows up. It's a really, really good suit, man. But the thing is, I didn't see it like that. And I don't know when I'll see it like that, because the shot that we get in the movie, I don't know if it'll show when it was in the scene. It does look really good in the game, though. It looks really freaking good in the game. But the shot that we get, here where it's shown in the movie, he's moving a lot. It's kind of dark. We get that nice shot of him as he goes goes under the light as he's diving up the building, and he swings a little bit, and we kind of see the suit. We just don't get a very good, clear look at the suit. That part bugs me. The part that everything was CGI. Him crawling out the window was CGI, if you guys didn't notice that. That was him crawling out the window, something that I feel like if Tom Holland's not capable of doing himself, that's a problem. And that tells me that this suit was a last-minute decision, which I don't like. It tells me that there is no practical suit for this, which I really don't like. I think if you're going to put a suit in this, you should have a practical suit. For two reasons. One, because it makes those talking scenes, those just kind of standing and talking scenes with Spider-Man, it makes them easier to really get into, because the brain can tell when there's a physical person there when you're watching a movie. And it takes away from that when Pete's not there. It's why how many times does Andrew take off his mask when he's talking to someone as Spider-Man? Not much. Not much. I can think of a total of one time where he's just taking on the mask, and that's when he's talking to the kid on the bridge. I can think of that's the one notable time, at least, because I can't remember any other times. Andrew didn't take them, but that's because, one, he's a good physical actor, which I feel like Tom also is a good physical actor. He just doesn't get a chance to do it. But Andrew is a great physical actor, and he could convey emotion just moving in the suit. And two, because it's practical. It's there. You can physically, and you get this feeling of connecting to the scene, because Andrew's there. The suit is there. Spider-Man is actually there, whereas you don't get a lot of scenes like that, and that's why every time we get a good just standing and talking with Tom, he has his mask off, because that's the only way we can do it. Because otherwise, it's like this video game character talking. It doesn't work, and that's why I'm not putting this suit very high on. It is very high because it's a great looking suit. Like in theory, look at this thing. This is the best Spider-Man suit, if we could actually see it. But it's just... Also, I don't like the shininess on the blue. That's another thing. The shininess on it. It's the shininess. I'm not into that. I hate that Tom takes his mask off so much in the movies. I hate that the characters in the MCU take off their masks so much in the movies. Specifically, but not as much as with Spider-Man. Everybody else, I'm like, okay, fine. The reason is because we're paying a lot of money for these actors to be on screen. We need to show their faces. But Spider-Man is like outside of Daredevil now and Miss Marvel now, who else? I think Moon Knight wants to keep his identity secret. I can't think off the top of my head who else has a secret identity. I think it's literally just Spider-Man, Daredevil, Moon Knight, and Miss Marvel. I might be missing somebody else. But it's annoying that Spider-Man, Danny Rand... Does Danny have a secret identity? We haven't really, like, seen him in the MCU yet. Even though the Netflix series, the Netflix shows have just been made canon. Which is really dope. But I don't think we've ever seen Danny like fully in action as Iron Fist. But in theory, I feel like Danny would have a secret identity if he does like actually go forward with Iron Fist stuff. Have you seen Echo, by the way? Yes, I have. Loved it. Very interested to see how the street level Marvel in the MCU is going to look based off the ending, but that's all I'm going to say. Where's it going with this? Oh, Spider-Man taking off his mask all the time makes me so upset. He has a secret identity, and he's always doing things where he takes off the mask. And it's like, God, I get it. I get it. You paid a lot of money for Tom Holland to be Spider-Man. That man can he can do physical acting. He can definitely do it. You have to do Batsuits next. Does anyone want me to do Batsuits now? Hang on, here's my tier list. There it is. I'll save it probably. Here. There it is. There's my tier list. And I'm going to go ahead and download that. So I have that. But there's my tier list. D just doesn't exist because I wanted to make sure we all understood that there are 3 suits that are absolute garbage. Send it to High Top Films. High Top Films, I'll admit that I have been an avid listener to or avid viewer of High Top Film stuff, but sometimes his Raimi takes are a little bit much. I feel like he'd be upset that my Raimi suit is so low. TMNT designs and ranking those. Okay, I wish I could set up poll things on here fast, but I don't know how to do that. So I'm just going to say this. I'm going to ask you guys a question first of all. Do I do another stream another time about a new tier list, or should I do another tier list right here, right now? I already got 2 nows. Okay, now. Okay. So, with that being said, what tier list should I do? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Batsuits? We'll start off with a tie. Oh, it broke it with TMNT. Batsuit. Save Batman for later. Both. Brina wants to do both. Actually, no. Bloodless has a point. Batsuits would be a really good episode for a podcast. So I could do that with other people, like Flash, you, Nero, Bloodless. Like we could do that. Let's do TMNT, but first I gotta find like an actual like thing for that. I'm gonna find something for that. Hang on. Design tier list. That's the thing. There is a tier list for that. Very interesting. Oh, it does it individually by turtle? I don't know if I like that. Well, no. That does make sense because some of these turtles look. Sometimes the turtles look like wildly different from one another. So that works. Man, this is like a. Ooh. I love the labels for it. Oh, you guys need to see this. This is great. Awake. Yeah, Moon, if you're awake, you can be in it, but don't be staying up. I don't like making you stay up like crazy late for these streams, though. So maybe if we can find a time where we're all like somehow aligned, where you're not up at like 4 in the morning, but we're not doing the stream at like 9 in the morning. Right now is good for me. Okay, so like if it were like around what's for me is like almost 7, this would be good, manageable. Okay, so yeah, you could probably be in that one too then. All right, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle design tier list. This thing isn't even in order, but we're gonna go through it. There's best, good, mid, more mid, worst. Rost. Hang on. I'm going to find a different one. Because this is getting worse and worse the more I look at it. This is getting worse and worse the more I look at it. Bro misspelled worst. I could fix that, though. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, this is really good. Yeah. This is really good. Okay, here we go. We're in it now. Alright, let's get into this. So, we have six tiers. Turtle power! Great, good, okay, meh, and ew. Which I think works. And unlike all the other ones, unlike the last one, this is actually organized pretty well. All the turtles are lined up with each other, so we can go through each kind of iteration of them. Starting with the 90s series. Solution is simple, move to North America. Oh my god. How they look or how they act too. Ooh. I mean, I could make this just the turtles and Ooh! Ooh, that's Brina, you freaking legend! Oh, that's such a fun idea! Because I know this about them, because I've seen all of this! Dude! Okay, yeah, I'm also gonna take into account, like, the way the turtles are portrayed, too. Yes! Brina, you freaking legend. Everybody applaud her. Everybody applaud Brina right now. She's a freaking legend. Yes. Everybody applaud Brina right now. This is why we love you, Brina. Absolute freaking legend. Okay, so we're gonna take into account. We're gonna take into account the not only the designs but also the way the turtles are portrayed. Starting with the 90s series, Donatello in the 90s. In the 90s, I'm taking into account all 3 movies. I can't believe I just admitted that the 3rd movie exists because it was awful and I hate it. But the 3rd movie, I'm gonna count it because I'm supposed to believe it's canon to that timeline for some freaking reason. Then again, I'm also apparently supposed to believe that the next mutation, which if you guys don't know what that is, bless your heart, you're one of the saved ones, because that apparently is supposed to be canon to the 90s movies. Which was just an idea. It was an idea. I'll give it that. I don't know what it is. Dude, Google it. I'm not gonna... Damn it all! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation. So this was kind of a Power Ranger equivalence thing. It literally was the answer to the Power Rangers, to the point where these turtles actually did cross over with the Power Rangers. Just type in... Which, this actually was awesome. Look, in theory, this is awesome. In theory, this is awesome. What's something that I can say about this show being terrible? What? What's something I can say about how terrible this show was? Well, it was terrible. First of all, ever since the original puppeteering, like, you know, team for Turtles 2 left, the puppeteering on the animatronic Turtles was bad. It wasn't as good. This was Broom's childhood. This was my childhood. This was not really my childhood. This was my rerun childhood, because I was still a little young. Actually, I didn't exist when this show came out. No, I did. When the hell did Power Rangers in Space come out? No, I remember, because I was so excited. This was the year I was born. This was 1998. This was the year I was born. I remember because I was so excited, because me and my brother had this like collection of Power Rangers action figures, right? And there was like a timeline thing for each of the Power Rangers shows, and he was excited because he was born in 03 when Ninja Storm came out, and I was born in 98 when Power Rangers in Space came out. 18. Ah, you're funny, Blood. You're funny. But that's why I only kind of remember this, because it came out the year I was born, and it probably was doing reruns because it was canceled like immediately. You were born in 98? Noob! That's the best use of that emote I've seen on this app. You were barely even able to think by then. Well, yeah, I had just been born. I didn't know words or walking or doing anything. But, so the animatronics are bad. The designs were not great. One thing that in theory was kind of cool was that they introduced Venus, a female Ninja Turtle who came from like another world or like a parallel something or other. I can't remember. Look at Pink in the background. What? Who's in the background? What are you talking about? Get to the retirement home, old man. Oh my god. But we had Venus. In theory, that was cool. They introduced a female Ninja Turtle. That was really cool. The problem was, and you can find this in more detail if you actually look it up, which honestly I implore you, do not look this up. The problem was that, oh no, I remember. Supposedly she was another turtle that was there but was lost, and now she came back. Like she was she was with the other four turtles but was lost, but was still mutated, and then came back. Wait, what? Oh, look at Pink in the back. What is she doing? That is Brina. That should be like, woo! That is so funny. And Mikey's just leaping for joy. And then Donnie's like somewhere behind Raph doing something. I don't know what he's doing. That is so funny, Pink Ranger in the background though. But so this is basically ranking time. I should probably get back to the rank. Anyways, not a good show. Literally just look it up on YouTube. Someone, like, 1 million people have broken down how infuriating this show was. Oh no, did I close the tier list I was on? I closed it. Damn it all. Luckily, I didn't do anything on it, though. Ew. Presentation mode. Get rid of the ads. I don't like ads. Ranking time. Starting with the 90s series, specifically starting with Donatello. And we're going to talk about the design, we're going to talk about the character himself. 90s trilogy, Donatello is very on character, the stereotypics of Donatello. He's the smart one. What I do like is that he's also the snarky one. I feel like Donatello being kind of a smartass is really good for his character. I really like that. No free advertising. It's a lot of characters. Yeah, it's a lot of the same 4 characters. And yet they all act a little bit different, which is wild. Design-wise, I'd say it's great. Like, it's great. I'm going to say great. I'm actually going to put all of them in great. Because design-wise, they're all great. And I'm going to put Raph... No, it's a lie. So they all start off great, and then I'm going to move them around as such. That's what I'm going to do. Power just went out because of a snowstorm. Oh man, Flash, what? I was so confused for a second. The lights are out. Yeah, we got some snow here too. Is like your heating and everything on? All I know is rain. Yeah, we're getting some snow over here in the States. Heating is good. Okay. Yeah, just stay warm, man. I've never seen real snow. I want to, dude. Snow's cool for Christmas, but I honestly wish I only got it on Christmas. It's not conducive because you end up with situations like what Flash is in. Stay safe, man. It was 50 degrees where I was at for Christmas. That's picnic weather. That's depressing. But it's so cold. Yeah, exactly. I'm not a big fan of the cold. Then again, I'm not a big fan of when it's hot out. I like when it's just normal or chilled. Only working as my phone. It blows. It blows. Alright. As much as I want to make sure Flash... I'm going to keep an eye out for just Flash giving me updates. Just give me updates on what's going on. Because I feel like I want to continue this, but... Yeah, are you on Wi-Fi or on mobile data? Alright, mobile data. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, let's dig into these turtles. Okay, so I put them all in great just based on design, and now I'm going to move them around based off of personality in comparison to the other turtles. These two immediately go good. Because they played it very safe with both of them. Then again, this is the first time we see them in a movie. So it's like not... you can't really blame them for playing it safe with Leo and Donnie. But that's just kind of how it is. And it's just kind of my opinion. Raph and Mikey will stay in great because while they also played it safe, Mikey got the lion's share of really, really good dialogue and really good comedy, which worked with like 90s style comedy. And that's something you're going to see a lot throughout the rest of this tier list, is that Mikey kind of is easily molded to the whatever the comedy of that time is. And Mikey was great for that. And Raph had such a good freaking arc in the first movie. It was great. It was fantastic. They did it a million times after that, but it was still great the first time around. Oh yeah, dude, use your lightning powers. Do the wavy arm thing, Grant Gustin. Why not just write a letter to the snowman? Write a letter to the snowman to F off. It's like the Rain, Rain, Go Away song, but we actually just write a letter and then just toss it out into the wind, and then the snow goes away. And that's how it works. That's how it works. Okay. Personality and design-wise, both three turtles all stay great. They all stay and go great because they all had such great arcs extensively throughout the series. At least the first part of the series that these images take place in. Raph gets extra points because he uses rollerblades. He does use rollerblades, which is dope. Which is sick. Ooh, this is literally like, I watched this movie probably more than I went to school. I probably watched this movie about 3 or 4 times a day. Donnie. This is the first time where their designs kind of diverge a little bit too. Like they just look a little bit different from each other. I think Donnie looked okay. He acted just like this Donnie. Like he was the same. This was the same. There was no difference between these two. His design was pretty good. It was kind of close to Raph. He was slightly more rounded than Raph. Raph had very blocky features, and Donnie was slightly more rounded. Great. Design-wise, the thing that's keeping him from going to turtle power is that this is the safest Leo. He became a simp. Are we talking about Donnie? Who are we talking about? Who's the simp? Wait, who became a simp? Can't wait for you to get to Rise. Oh, Rise is going to be tricky. As we go forward, everybody's going to split off more and more and more because this is like over the years, they just got more and more different. The 70s is coming up, so that's going to be very interesting. Mikey. In this movie, personality-wise, he's not there. He's right next to... Actually, I'd probably put him above this. Which is kind of tricky. I think that works. I think this works. Yeah, Leo's probably at the back of great. I would put this Mikey above this Mikey. He's more fun, and with the animation style, you can do more with him, and he's much more interactive. The skating scene, the introduction to the sewers and the turtle lair scene, with Rip It Up by Jet, that was awesome. This Mikey I believe, beats all other Mikeys. 07. Thunder Buddies. I love Thunder Buddies. I love Ted. I can't wait for the series. This Raph is the first one that's going to go into Turtle Powers. Design, awesome. Nolan North, awesome. Nightwatcher arc, awesome. His arc with Leo, awesome. Just a freaking fantastic portrayal of the character. I love 07 Raphael. This is like... And you guys need to understand this, okay? You guys need to understand this, okay? My favorite turtle. My favorite turtle is Raphael, and that's not even all the ones that I have. Raphael's my favorite without a doubt. Without a doubt. Make sure this is up here. It doesn't fall on my face. Casey better than Rav? In some aspects, yes. I think he likes April. Oh, are we getting into that? Yeah, we can get into that. Here he is. God, because everything else, like Rob Paulson played him, and after he played Raph in the 70s, like, or in the 80s, like, oh man, the one thing that makes me like, is this thing with April. The whole April thing was just not executed well at all. It was super creepy. I almost want to say ew, but I'm thinking more meh. No, I don't want to say it because it's one character trait. He's a simp, and he's like a creepy simp, and it's just so weird. It's so weird. He's so weirdly possessive of April, and there's no real indication until like later on that she like even notices this dude, like, and that's all on top of the fact that he's a turtle. Like, it's just like, okay. No, I'm being kind of mean to Donatello, but that's okay, because sooner or later we're going to get to my favorite version of the character, and he's going to be up here. And I'm going to build my favorite 4 versions, like my favorite versions of the turtles. This Leo. This Leo's going to go... Oh, God. Because he's really good in this one, but they also play it really safe. I would put him behind this Leo. And I think I would put this Raph behind... Okay, now I know what I'm doing. This Raph here. This Mikey here. Yeah. And then this Donnie's really good, so he's going to stay up here. Yes. Because I really like 2012 Leo. Because he just seemed more complete. He's not the most complete version of Leo, but he seemed more complete of a character. He didn't just seem like this Leo plays it really safe. This Leo plays it really safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, this Leo plays it really safe. This Leo, he has his flaws, he has his screw-ups, he has his things outside of being a leader. Did she ever date the turtle? I don't remember. They kissed. That was weird. There was this weird love triangle thing between April, Donnie, and Casey. That was weird. And that's kind of the extent of it. They never actually like made them a couple in the show. But they did have a lot of really creepy, kind of stalkery, like flirty things from Donnie. And then we had April kind of being weird, kind of playing with his emotions a little bit, which was just a weird, somebody, I forgot who, but somebody made an entire video essay on how weird Donnie and April's like relationship, I guess, was in the 2012 series. And it's like, oh my god. Ever hear Princess and the Frog? I guess that makes sense. I guess you do have a point there, Blood. Leo's also a big geek. Like, he's a big nerd. And I love that. I love that he has character traits outside of just being the leader. And that's what we need more of. This Mikey. He goes here, actually. He goes here. He goes here just because he's the most little bro. Actually, I might... Ooh. Actually, no. He goes above... Okay, so it's going to be 2012 Mikey, 07 Mikey, 90s Mikey. This is the best Mikey because he's the most little bro. I already said that, and I know I'm going to end up erasing that and putting something above this one because I just remembered who's the most little bro Mikey. But this is the most little bro Mikey out of what we've got so far, so he goes right here. This Raph is probably the best Raph that isn't, oh, it goes like this, there we go. This Raph is the best Raph that isn't this Raph. This is the best Raph that's not this Raph. Because he also is so much more complete than we usually get to see Raph. We need Nero to rate this for real. Honestly, yes. Let's see. Oh, we're in the... Why do we have the Bayverse so separated? I'm going to put the Bayverse together. There we go. Ew. I feel like I should explain this, but I feel like I shouldn't have to, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. The turtles in the first Bayverse turtle movie. Bayverse Mikey sounds like a stoner to me. Yeah, kind of. Here's the thing. It's the result of the environment that this movie was made in. If this movie was made like today, obviously, well, duh, we see what a Ninja Turtle movie made today looks like. We got it with Mayhem. But if we got it like... If this movie is the result of the assumption that the more grounded and serious you make a comic book franchise, the more digestible it is. Yeah. Just, yeah. He still was a kid inside till the last Ronin. Realize this list doesn't include Mutant Mayhem. Yeah, it does. They're right here. They're the boys. Yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. Nathan, you're going down a wrong road here, Nathan. Don't do that. Okay, so the designs were they're just atrocious. For one, the realism thing made them just so ugly, which they're giant talking turtles, so what the hell do I expect them to look like? But it's to the point where it's like, good God. It's to the opposite point of what my problem with the Spider-Man suits was. How do you effectively make this into a toy and give this to a kid? You can't, because they're terrifying to look at. What I do in society. Oh my God. Secondly, my problem is, dude, you'll never come back from this. Oh my God. But my second problem is that the designs, like the accessories or whatever, I feel bad for a kid with one of them as a toy. Right, because they're just atrocious to look at. But also the designs, like outside of just their anatomy, like their accessories and everything. The suits are so busy. I get that Leo is supposed to have kind of this like this sort of traditional sort of samurai attire, this warrior attire on. But his shell literally provides that. That was the nature of why their shells look the way they do and why they're sit. It literally provides that, the front of his shell. So that is pointless. I will agree with that though, Moon. The full like bandana for Raph, awesome. Raph looks dope. But that's because his design, him and Mikey look great because their designs are their accessories are the simplest and the least busy. Donnie's got way too much stuff on. I get he's the tech guy. He has got way too much stuff on. Going forward, we have the second one, and they improved on everything. So they go meh. This sucks because the movie itself I liked. I liked Out of the Shadows, but them ugly freaking turtles, bro. Them ugly freaking turtles. These four. Okay, so this Raph is Rob Paulson, man. It's Rob freaking Paulson. He goes right behind 12. This Donnie, I can't even remember anything about this Donnie. He goes in the back, man. He goes in the back of this one. Leo back then, he was good. This Mikey's peak. He introduced the surfer dude the surfer dude isms of Michelangelo. He's not peak, but he's good. So he's gonna be in great, and he's gonna be in front of 07. I just looked at the toy. Yeah, don't look at the toy designs, you guys. They're horrendous. And it's because they just didn't make them palatable as a toy. Like, the turtles don't look palatable as a toy, and it's like, man. Paramount had the opposite problem that Sony had. They did not think about the fact that they were going to have to market this to kids at some point. Ooh, the Batman crossover turtles. This Donnie is peak of all the Donnies, so he's going to go in front of all these Donnies. This Leo is going in front of all... Actually, this might be... No. But he's very high. He's very high great tier. So he's going to go... He's probably going to go in front of 80s Donnie. This Mikey was pretty good. He wasn't too like, he didn't steal the show or anything. He probably goes above 03. He was pretty good. This Raph didn't do much. I think he was just okay. I think he was just good. Really high, just okay. So these designs are weird because they're technically the 03 turtles. They're the same turtles as 03, but they're I don't know if you guys know, but the 03 turtles, it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that series. And then they did Ninja Turtles Flash Forward, where they went to the future. And then after that, they went back to the past and did a series called Ninja Turtles Back to the Sewer. And that's where these four are from, is from Back to the Sewer. And I think all of them are just okay. And that's mostly just because, one, they have pupils now, and that just, I think it's just because per the design, it was already weird. They're good. And they're just okay. They're just okay. One with the pupils, burn them now. Yeah, the pupils kind of killed it for me. It was nice. I remember when I was a kid and they actually did go back to the sewer. It was nice. But the show was still weird because I still had a lot of futuristic crap in there. So yeah, they're just okay. They're not necessarily bad. The pupils were weird. The kind of blockier, stubbier figures were kind of weird. The fact that Raph kind of looks almost the same, not as just not as jacked. It was interesting. It was interesting. Oh, flash forward, man. I don't remember anything about this series. I just remember that I didn't like it when I was a kid. I was not into it. I didn't like it at all. And the designs are just... maybe I'm judging this just based off of my distaste for the show. Maybe I should think about how they look. I'm still thinking about how they look, and I still don't like it. It's just kind of because it doesn't do anything different. I think the EU ones are down there because they did something different wrong. But the flash forward ones are like, you didn't do much, and the show was not great. So meh, you will be. This is where things get interesting. I think where my brain goes is I put each of the turtles from Mutant Mayhem. They're kind of right with their 80s counterpart because they hit all of the same notes that their 80s counterpart is supposed to make. Literally, like, beat for beat, they act pretty much like their 80s counterparts. So they're gonna go right next to them. They're tied. That's why I'm not paying too much attention with which one is like ahead of the other. They're tied. And it's because they hit the same beats that their predecessors were supposed to hit. For one, they're palatable as toys. I sell millions of those toys. Not millions, but I sell a lot of those toys at my retail job. Because they're palatable as toys. They're cool looking, but they're also not terrifying to look at. Can't wait for Seth Rogen. Is Seth Rogen actually voicing Shredder? He already voiced Bebop. Is Seth Rogen voicing Shredder? I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. Seth Rogen directed that movie. He did, and I honestly thought it was a pretty good movie. Ooh. Getting tired. I might wrap it off after this. But they hit all the beats. They're palatable as toys. They kind of fit. Donnie's very different because he's not the tech whiz. He's a geek. Particularly, he loves anime. But I don't necessarily think that was bad. Getting tired? Yeah, a little bit. But that's okay. We still getting on after? Maybe, maybe not. I don't remember what we were doing. I don't remember what we were gonna do after. Raph is more... Here's the thing. People act like Raph is just the anger issue guy. He's not. Not in the 80s. In the 80s, he was just cool but rude. Raph was just an asshole back in the day. And I like that this Raph is... He's very hot-headed, and he's very much kind of just a fireball of energy and kind of an asshole, which I kind of like. I think that works for Raph. This is where I'm going to diverge from a lot of people. This is the best Donatello. This is the best Leonardo. This Mikey goes great above all the rest. Right smack dab in the middle of meh with Raph. Looks like a melon. I love the fact that they actually addressed that he looks like a melon. I love the fact that they actually addressed that he looked like a melon. Getting on for 4. So essentially all good except Raph. Yeah. The rap for that series I just didn't. I liked his voice. I liked some elements of his arc as leader, but I felt like it was just like, okay, did you just make him the leader so that we can change from Leo being the leader? Because it feels like Raph isn't actually leading anything, which I guess was part of the story. Because Leo eventually becomes the leader. But Raph is just kind of like overprotective older brother, which is good. But he kind of falls into the same trap that Leo usually falls into, where he kind of is just there, and his role is just leader guy. And even worse than that, leader guy that's constantly being argued with. This Donnie's the best. He's a genius, obviously. You really need, if you want a really good Donnie, you have to settle into the fact that you're writing the dude that's his title is he does machines, which I don't know what that means. Yeah, Bloodless, because we did say that you're a lot like this version of Donatello. I guess you are the best then. This Leo is the best because he has the best character development. This Leo, and I said this years ago, I made a whole ass video about this. This Leo is... Yes. This Leo is the best Leo because he starts off nothing even close to what you'd expect Leo to act like. He's very irresponsible. He doesn't take anything seriously. He gets himself into trouble, and he's great with his swords usually, but he's like the last turtle to like fully master his mystic powers with his sword in the series. And I think that's perfect because through that you can see, Leo, you can see when Raph has a shortcoming, Leo always comes in and like figures it out and like helps. And you get these hints that Leo has these leadership qualities, and there's like somewhere beneath the jokes and the not taking things seriously, there is the leader in blue. There is the Leo that we're used to somewhere in that, and you see those little Leo-isms throughout the show until ultimately he becomes the leader. And then the movie, he really fully becomes the leader as he takes charge and makes that sacrifice play at the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. Plus it's Ben Schwartz. It's Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. Of course he's top tier, man. And I moved 2012 Mikey to top tier. These are the top versions of each of the turtles. This Mikey's kind of a close second to this Mikey. But this Mikey just acts like this Mikey is just little brother, and I think that's just perfect. He plays the blue turtle and the blue hedgehog. Yes. Okay. I would continue, but I can feel that I'm wearing out my voice doing this. So I'm gonna have to call it. But I want to thank you guys so much. We did a 2-hour and 2-minute long stream. Oh my goodness gracious. That was fun. See ya, it's been good. I might get on tomorrow. I'm gonna talk with my squad about doing a podcast episode for Batman stuff, and then seeing what other kinds of like tier lists we can do in the future. We'll probably do like one that's strictly Spider-Man movies, since we did the MCU movie tier list. We'll probably do that. We'll probably do all kinds of different things, but we're gonna see what we're gonna do next. But we'll probably do a Batman suit tier list, and then a more extensive Spider-Man suit tier list that has everything. You grab some food or something if you want to get on later. I think that's probably a good idea. But yeah, this is a great stream, a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a great rest of your nights or mornings or evenings or sleep. If you're Moon, get to sleep at some point, dude. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Cheers. And I will see you guys in the next one.